Hey guys, welcome to another video. Daniel Acevedo, Keller Williams Realty Group. So over the last year and a half, the real estate market has been absolutely crazy. And I ain't mad at nobody, but people have been selling their home for a number of reasons, whether they're relocating for work or they've outgrown their old home or they just wanted to change. And I've actually come across some people that were on the fence. Should they rent their old home out or should they sell their home? You may need the equity to sell your home to move into the next home. Other people don't necessarily need that equity and they're trying to figure out whether or not renting their home out will be more beneficial for them in the long term, which is very smart. So in today's video, I just kind of want to walk you through some of the things that may come up or occur during this process of you making the decision, so that way you can be more informed, and hopefully by the end of this video you will be able to make a better decision. You'll have a better understanding of what's going to work best for you and your family. So let's get into the video, guys. Now, firstly, if you're considering renting your home as opposed to selling it, I think the first thing you need to look at is whether or not you want to be a landlord. This is one thing that it's better if you decide you want it as opposed to being forced into doing it. Because, there's a lot of things involved with being a landlord. You can expect to get calls, late night calls, middle of the night calls for things that break or go wrong. And as the owner or landlord, you are responsible for these things. Being a landlord, managing properties is a great way to build wealth and save for your retirement, but definitely make sure this is something you want to do before you just rent your home out. You're definitely going to want to take a peek at this and make sure this is a road you want to travel down. Also, if you have a lot of personal attachment to your home, whether it's because it has a great view or you just can't find this type of layout, or you just have a lot of history in the home, this might be another reason why you want to rent your home out. Not necessarily so somebody else can live in it, but so that you can maintain ownership. You can move back in anytime. Like if you're going to be transferring for a job, but you're going to be back, then you'll always have a place to come back to. So this is another thing you want to look at. If you're making a move, and you're going to be gone permanently, maybe you might not want to rent out. But if you're going to be back in the area, renting out might be the move for you. That way you always have a place to come back to. Now, another big factor to renting out your home is whether or not you can make a profit when you rent it out. You want to at least make sure you can cover the bills that will accumulate monthly. Make sure you can cover your mortgage payment, your taxes, your insurance, things like that. And if you can make a profit, that's even better. But if you find that by crunching the numbers that you renting it out is not going to profit you and you're just going to fall behind, then maybe renting out's not for you, and you should look more into selling your home. I mean, think about it. If you could rent your home out for $2,000 a month, and between the mortgage payment, your taxes, and your insurance, it would be maybe $1,400 a month, then you're profiting that $600 every month. Now, that doesn't seem like a lot, but over the course of the year, you could put that in the bank, you can use that money for yours, and meanwhile, you're paying down your mortgage. So you will end up having more equity in your home in the long run by renting it out, plus making a profit on the back end. Now, also, if your home appeals to renters, you might have outgrown the home, or maybe you got married and you need a bigger home. But if your home appeals to renters, maybe it's in a good area, it's close to their job or shopping centers or playgrounds or whatever the circumstances may be. If your home appeals to renters and you know that you can get a good amount of rent for it, and you'll be able to keep it rented out and not have any months where it's just sitting there doing nothing, then you know that this is definitely an avenue that you can go down as far as renting your home out. And not only will it be lucrative for you, but it'll be beneficial in the long run. Because like I said, as long as your mortgage is getting paid down along the way and you're making a profit along the way, that's a win-win the entire way. So, and again, you'll always have ownership of this home, and you'll always be able to come back to it should the renter move out. Now, On the flip side of the renter-seller dilemma, this is a seller's market, and that's a big one, because having limited homes on the market and more buyers, this creates more value for your home. You can actually get your home into a bidding war and actually bump the price up. So selling your home in this time would actually benefit you a lot. Now, another reason you may consider selling your home as opposed to renting it is because as homes increase in price, they get less desirable as rentals, meaning you may not be able to rent your home out for what it's worth. You may not be able to cover the mortgage and the taxes and the insurance, and you just end up spinning your wheels. So in this instance, it may just be easier for you to sell your home as opposed to renting it out. Another major reason for considering selling as opposed to renting is that you don't have enough liquid cash to purchase your new home and maintain the old home while it's being rented out, or in between vacancies, or just to cover all the bills that are included in owning two homes at the same time. I mean, if you have a ton of liquid equity in your home already and you need it to purchase your new home, then maybe selling your home and cashing out that equity may be the best move for you and your family. It'll just allow you to make the transition a lot easier and faster, and you would still have enough cash on hand that if you did want to reinvest in a rental property, that may be the move for you too, just to get rid of your old home, sell it, and start fresh with your new home and invest the equity into another rental property. And then, like I said, maybe you just don't want to be a landlord. There is a lot that goes into it, and I don't want to bash it. I'm a landlord myself. I've had enough rental properties that I know sometimes it can get a little hairy sometimes, but if you're just not into that, if you're not into dealing with tenants and fixing things or finding somebody to fix them, then I totally understand that, and that's definitely not the move for you then. So selling would probably be the best move and the easiest move for you. But listen, guys, renting and selling basically comes down to a numbers game. What's going to be best for you and your family? How's it going to work? Is it just going to be easier to sell and move on? Or are you attached and you feel renting out so that way you always have ownership of the home is just going to work better? Are the numbers going to work that you can make both payments and still be comfortable and not have to worry? You got to understand, there will be times when you're renting that the place will be vacant. Do you have enough money to cover those times? Also, there's going to be repairs. Will you have the money to make those repairs? And again, it's just a numbers game. And if you can crunch the numbers and it all turns out positive for you, that you can make this move and you're willing to be a landlord, then by all means, it's a great way to build wealth and like I said, to get ready for your retirement, and it will definitely help you out in the long run. But selling your home can also do the same thing. It can also put you in a position to pull out your equity, to relieve yourself of a lot of unwanted stress that you don't want anymore when you're moving to your future home. So crunch the numbers, make it work for you, and make the decision that easy. So guys, as always, if you made it to the end of the video, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Give the video a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, because I drop new videos every week and you don't want to miss any content. If you have any personal real estate issues or questions you'd like to discuss with me, you can call or text me on my cell or at the office. Also, download my free app. It'll just allow you to real-time search. It'll allow you to get in contact with me faster. It's a cool app. It's really easy to navigate. So I thank you for staying with me, tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the next video.